to the morning show.
Yeah.
The Big Show with Glenn and Angel on Kiss 92.
Good morning.
Sometimes getting out of bed in the morning is a lot to deal with all at once.
Good morning and welcome to the biggest and best breakfast show in the world. We are The Big Show right here on Kiss 92, and our guest for today is an ant specialist. His name is John Ye. Good morning, John.
Hi, good morning, Glenn. Hi, everyone. My name is John.
And you've got a shop located in Yishun.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more. What got you into the ant business?
I was pretty mind blown by ants.
Mm-hmm.
You know, since young, I have been very fascinated with these tiny creatures. But it was not until many, many years later when my brother-in-law actually gave me an ant colony, which he caught. And then I actually was mind blown, really captivated.
How did he gift wrap the ant colony to you?
It was
how
basically
did
in a test tube.
in a test tube? Okay.
Test tube like that. I have one over here with the queen ant.
Okay.
So this is a queen ant.
Does she look like Adele?
Stop it. Okay.
I mean, I mentioned it just now.
If you're watching us on the Big Show TV, you'll be able to see the test tube that I'm holding up. So join us because it's going to be very visual today.
Oh wow, look at that. That's the queen, huh?
Queen ant.
Okay, you can actually watch us right now on the Big Show TV. Oh, the queen ant has wings.
Can fly, yes. All queen ants have wings.
I did not know that.
I would have thought that is a sandfly.
Yes.
Okay, so how many species of ants do we have in Singapore, John?
Well, currently recorded, it's around 409.
409 different species of ants.
That's right.
That sounds like a lot of species. Are we like up there in the highest number or are we down low on the table?
I believe we are one of the highest.
Wow, okay.
Do we have fire ants here in Singapore?
Of course, we have quite a few genus of fire ants.
Okay. And fire ants, they bite, right?
It's not the bite that's painful, but rather the sting.
Oh, they sting, right? Okay.
All right. What's your favorite species?
Wow, too many.
What about the type of ants we get, like my mom used to call them like sugar ants.
The
one
sweet ants.
where if you squash them, let's say, no, I mean if you do, it has a certain scent.
Sort of, because ants, if you squish them, certain ants will excrete a kind of smell. You know, like the ones at home, we call them ghost ants.
Okay.
So they have a very pungent smell,
I think that's the one.
similar to rotting coconuts.
Oh, rotting coconut. My goodness.
Never thought of rotting coconuts. Maybe it's a different ant that I'm thinking of. It's the kind of ants.
That come to your food, like the ones that when you leave, you're like a trail of sugar, and they come
very
to it.
light-colored ant.
They don't
Yes,
bite; they
that's
just kind
the
of
one.
crawl
Translucent
over.
body.
Yes.
Right. I've always been fascinated by the smell.
Okay. So
You
you,
know,
squish
but-
them on purpose. Don't tell an ant farmer that you kill ants.
When I was a kid,
I'm sure you still do it.
No.
Oh, right,
Now
okay.
I just buy
Baygon.
those because sometimes when there are many of these ants, I don't know what to do. So now they sell those
The baits.
the
Yeah.
ant bait, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever killed an ant?
I believe not on purpose,
Okay.
not deliberately.
Walking and
Maybe
stuff like
walking,
that. Yeah.
running to the bus or something.
But you love ants. You love
Yes,
ants.
Very passionate about them. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's continue to talk to John on the Big Show TV. Up next, Taylor Swift. This is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart on Kiss 92.
You know, I remember when I was younger, my brother had a fish tank and we put sand in it and he collected ants. I thought it was so fascinating to watch them create all those tunnels and all that because they're so intricate.
Yes, they are excellent engineers.
You have something here that has sort of like burrows in them. Are these made by the ants or are these already molded?
It's pre-constructed.
Pre-constructed. Okay, you can see the ants in there. Look at that. What kind of ants are these?
Oh, these are carpenter ants.
Okay.
Carpenter
And where would you
ants.
find them?
Generally places where there are rocks, trees. Not so much in an urban setting.
Okay.
So ants actually have their own preference on where to nest, where to call it home.
Careful, this comes up. Okay.
So these are red, reddish in
I
color.
would say yellowish brown.
Yellowish brown.
Okay. And this one, the one that's here, is that the same? Kinda
She's
ant.
a worker ant.
She's a worker. So this is a female.
They're all female. All worker ants are female.
Okay, and all those are
All
male?
female.
All female. Okay, all
Okay,
right.
you say carpenter ants.
Carpenter ants.
Carpenter ants, worker ants, the same.
Or carpenter ants, it's the species.
Okay.
So they're basically like Chinese but different surname.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, there's a hole where they can go from there to here. Is that what
Yeah,
it
that's
is?
the entrance.
Oh, it's an entrance. It's a little doorway.
it's
Look at
an
it.
it's an entrance.
It's an entrance. Oh, so these are the same types
They're the
of
same.
ants, right? Okay, I didn't get that. And what do you feed them? Oh, there's a big one in there.
So that's the queen.
Oh.
So the queens are usually the largest in the ant colony.
Did you see the big one?
Adele.
Stop it. If you hold the top, yeah. And sorry, what do they eat? What do you feed them, or do you just put stuff in there and they'll feed themselves?
So we do give our ants a really wide range of diet. Like we have some mealworms over here.
Ooh, worms. Shalini's favorite.
Mealworms.
Yeah, okay.
We do feed honey,
Here, Glenn, worms.
some honey.
I love worms.
Okay. And do you have more ants? Do you have another box there?
Yes, we have one over here, which is a pretty large ant species.
Well, these are mealworms, is it?
I'm not sure if
Yeah.
you can see them. I'll just do a quick.
We can eat.
here.
We can eat
Oh.
these mealworms actually.
Crap,
Sure
those
you
are
can see.
huge.
Shalini, Susan?
Oh my gosh, those are big ants.
Yeah, you can see.
Those are really, they look like bugs though. They're like that big.
You want to show everybody?
Yeah, come.
I'm not sure you can
Slowly.
see.
They're huge.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
my finger there.
So
What?
they are around 2.6 to 2.7 cm
What are they?
in length. They are a special kind of ant.
Ah, it's coming out.
They are actually like
It's coming out.
we
Okay,
call them
that's-
ponerine ants.
Ponerine ants. And where are they found?
Generally, mostly I think in the jungles, in the forests, like Bukit Timah Nature Reserve.
Okay. Or like on the leaves and all that, you see these big
Very-
sort of insects, but they're actually ants.
That's right.
When we were in the army, I'm sure we must have come across these ants.
Yes.
How can you tell? Because these to me look like big bugs. I wouldn't think they were ants. So if we came across something like that, how can we tell the difference between a bug, another type of insect, and an ant? Is there a distinction?
Well, there are a few characteristics of an ant, like the body structure,
Okay.
like the head and the thorax, and
Three parts,
three
right?
parts,
Okay.
6 legs. But of course, sometimes different kind of ants require you to have a magnifying glass because they look way too similar.
Oh, right.
It's
Okay.
really hard to distinguish the features.
Okay. Okay.
So what's the collection like in the shop or
Well,
in your home?
we have close to over 30 over species of
Okay.
ants.
Why do most people, treat ants like they're pests?
We are all ingrained, from a very young age by our parents, elders. Boy, don't go there. The ants later bite you. So it becomes very ingrained, and
Right.
you tend to think that ants are dangerous.
Bad, yeah.
They invade your homes.
Right. And what attracts ants to our homes? Because sometimes, the last thing you want to see is a trail of ants,
Food. Yeah.
like, maybe going into the microwave oven.
And then you
or-
try and find the end part so you know where they're coming from. So, yeah.
So if you encounter a situation like that, because you love ants, right? You'll try your best not to get rid of ants.
I'll keep them.
Yeah, you'll keep them. So if let's say a trail of ants, you were to find a trail of ants in your house and it's going into like maybe the pantry or whatever, what would you do? Would you just leave it alone?
I would try to maybe clear away all the food leftovers. Try to keep the place as clean as possible.
So you try and find the source as to, because they're going somewhere, right? They've
that's right.
sensed something, right?
I try to prevent.
Okay.
Like I'll clear my kitchen,
Okay,
throw away all the food.
right. So it will just naturally go away then after you.
Soon, after a while, the ants find that there's nothing here.
They
Yeah.
go
So
somewhere
let's
else.
go somewhere else. Yeah.
Educate us on what ants do. Like, they're all part of the ecosystem, right? And but as Glenn said, we all look at them as pests. You see an ant, you smack it. I put that little sand-like ant bait around so that they take that back to the nest, and
because you
everybody
just don't want to
dies.
see a trail of ants.
That's not one thing you want to see at home, right? You don't want to be infested with it. So why should we learn to love ants, and what do they actually do for us?
Okay, so I'm not trying to glorify ants, but ants have, core values that we can actually learn from.
Okay, glorify them, please.
So basically, ants, they are selfless, they're altruistic. They do not actually backstab their colony members. An ant will actually sacrifice its life
Oh, wow.
for the fellow members,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
like pushing an ant to safety while she drowns.
Dying themselves, right?
Oh.
Oh, right. Because sometimes you see them sort of like in water. That's what they're doing. They're pushing
Yes.
another one up. They're saving someone else's life.
Yes.
Oh.
And how many ants have you killed already?
Many, many. I'm not.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
And
many life lessons.
yeah. And what do they do for the environment?
They control the ecosystem. Like if you have plants, you grow flowers, they tend to kill all the pests like caterpillars, that's
Oh, right.
eating your leaves, your messing up your whole garden. They aerate the soil. They make the soil, fluffier.
So
that-
if we see ants in our plants, leave them be. You
yeah,
think?
let them be.
Wow. Okay. I did not know that as well. Okay.
Wow. Did you watch the animation movie Ants?
I have not.
You what? Really? You have to watch it. You have to watch it.
Is it new?
No, it's quite an old one actually.
I think it's Pixar. I think.
Was it
Yeah.
Bugs Life?
No, it was called
It was
Ants.
called Ants.
ANTZ.
Wow.
We're going back on here. Hold on.
1998.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is. Hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the BKE towards the PIE at the Dairy Farm Road entrance, a vehicle has broken down. If you spot anything else, it's 8855
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is the owner of JustAnts, John Ye. Now, John, where is your shop located exactly in terms of the address?
Well, we are located at Yishun, Block 928, Yishun Central 101-143.
Everyone should go down to JustAnts today and check it out. Now, what is a day in the life of managing an ant, keeping an ant store like John?
Yeah.
So from once we open, we will start by checking for any escapees.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
our primary concern.
Okay.
We don't want to disturb the neighbors, so we'll check if every tank is intact. Then we'll go on to maybe do some maintenance like cleaning up, removing old food, and occasionally topping up their honey, giving them some fruits.
Well, how many? Okay, you said you have about 30 species
30
of
over species.
30 over species of ants in your shops. How many ants are there in your shops? In your
I
shop?
guess
Thousands?
78,246.
Did he? He's
I'm
like,
just joking. I'm
he's
just
like, I
joking.
guess.
He's just joking.
That's the number one question I always get.
Yeah.
How many ants are inside? So it's something that I can't, predict.
Yeah.
I can't count.
Do they mate while they're in there? I mean, do they copulate while they're in their boxes?
Well, for ants, right? They actually fly out.
Okay.
So a young princess, she has to fly out during the nuptial flight to seek a male
Oh, wow. I like the sound of that.
So only the females can fly.
and the males.
Oh, the males can fly too.
So male ants and queen ants have wings.
Hey, those things that fly into our homes are not sandflies, man. They're all
Yeah, there
ants.
are ants. They're ants.
Never did I know or imagine that ants would have wings like that.
No, neither did I. So, okay, this is a very interesting story. So, the princess flies away during the nuptial period, and then she goes and looks for a mate.
Yeah, similar to the males, they will actually, seek out the princesses.
And then the female comes back to.
Oh no, she hardly ever comes back.
Oh, she doesn't come back. Okay.
She would actually start her own colony.
Oh,
Say,
wow.
bye mom, I'm going off, and she will never
And
return.
that's it. Oh, wow. That's cool, huh?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's such a beautiful story that we don't normally think about, when it comes to ants.
She gets touched very easily. Are you going to cry now?
No, not yet. Yeah. Okay. So why should people start, if anything, not rearing, but having their own little ant farms at home?
to like discover the hidden world of ants, to get encouragement in life, and reach oneself.
Okay.
Like they never give up.
Yeah.
They have a mantra that is just do it. Don't look back.
Right.
A lot of
Yeah.
people collecting ants in Singapore.
It's growing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's growing. We have a lot of children, even teachers and schools, really getting into this.
I suppose this is a good start. If you have kids and they're bugging you for a pet, they're like, I want a pet. I'm gonna get you a little ant farm. Look after them first. If you can look after ants, and there's it's such a small space that they take up in any child's
Yes.
room. You don't need to take the dog out and train the dog and stuff like that. Ants are a good place to start.
Right. This little ant. Do you call this a tank or
We call it a formicarium.
Formicarium. Okay.
This formicarium looks it looks quite nice.
So what's the setup for someone who wanted to say buy a formicarium like this?
The other formicarium a bit scary because you open it, that's
It's the
it. It's
big ants.
exposed. Everything can come out.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
there's a glass.
there's a glass inside as well. There's another layer.
Then you said just now the thing was open.
He opened both.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's say a formicarium like that, the 2-level one. How much would that be with the ants and everything for someone going into your shop that wants to buy
So
that?
it's actually depending on the species.
Say they want to buy
So they
that.
want to get this. It's about maybe 168.
Okay. Okay.
Depending on the size of the formicarium,
And you got to feed them how often?
about 3 times a week.
3 times a week, which is not too bad.
And you took out the mealworms just now, so they feed on mealworms.
Mealworms, crickets, superworms. Basically anything buggy.
Oh,
Anything buggy.
a bug eating a bug.
Yeah. It's all part of the ecosystem.
Well, ants considered bugs,
No,
no?
can say that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We'll continue to talk to John on the Big Show TV in terms of maintenance and all that. Please watch us. It is 8:19.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you.
Okay, so which ants should we be afraid of? Because there are some that I go on walks with my golden retriever, and there are, you see the red ants, you run because as soon as they get onto your skin, they feel like they bite, right? So
Those are the krungas, they call
the
it.
what?
The kerengguts.
Kerengguts.
The kerengguts.
Kerengguts. Okay.
Kerengguts. The black ones are also very painful. My dog got bitten by the black ones, the black ants.
So the bigger, the more painful. Is that what the theory is?
Usually I would advise, people not to, disturb the ants. But if you accidentally, step on their trail.
Or you brush a leaf or something, it falls on you.
But we try to avoid ants that are poisonous.
How
They
do
are
we-
poisonous ants.
They have 2 bumps between the thorax and the abdomen.
Between the thorax and the
Yes,
abdomen.
two bumps.
Are they quite big, the ants?
Depending on the species.
Okay.
So there's one. This ant is called Tetraponera rufonegra.
Wow, okay.
They have 2 bumps, and so it's a sign that they have a venom.
Oh, wow.
So what happens if that ant were to bite
Sting
me?
you?
Let's say just one.
Okay, for an ant to bite you is not really that painful, but it's the sting that we are afraid of.
So
Okay.
the bite comes from the mouth, I'm
mouth,
assuming,
yeah.
and the sting comes from where?
Abdomen.
The
So it's a sharp
abdomen.
needle.
Oh,
So
right.
some of them will inject
Venom.
venom, makes you like lethargic. Sometimes it's burning hot.
Oh,
Itchy.
any deathly ones?
There are some in the European region.
Yeah.
The bullet ant is capable of paralyzing you.
Wow.
Some people might be sensitive
Or
and then
allergic.
go into a state of anaphylaxis. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
You never know. Maybe some people have been stung by ants before, maybe out on a run or something like that.
Yeah.
And when they go home, they find, maybe they're not feeling too good or whatever.
Yeah.
It could be, a little bit of this venom from some of the venomous ants that we have here
Because
in
we
the
have so many
outdoors.
forested areas as well, right?
Yeah.
Do they look like ant bites? Do they look like mosquito bites?
Similar.
So like sandfly type
swelling,
swelling. Okay.
redness. Yeah.
Okay, so that's something to look out
We've
for.
had that quite a number of times
Might be
actually.
possible.
When I first started playing golf, I never felt like I was getting bitten by mosquitoes, but there would be like these bumps.
I would
on
say they were sandflies. That's automatically what I would think. They were sandflies. But it could be anything else, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. I would love to go visit your shop.
I know.
Yeah, please come. Please come.
Right? Yeah.
How big? Do you have like photos of your shop?
Well,
Are there
we have
photos?
on our social media page.
Okay, what's your social? Just ants with
Yeah, we
three
get people to follow.
S's, right? With three S's. Okay, if someone wanted to
At
start
JustAnts.
keeping ants, what's the first thing you would say? What kind of commitment are we
Well,
looking
the
at?
first thing is
Tell us, what are the steps?
the checklist.
Okay, what's the checklist?
So especially for younger children, we would actually encourage them to go through this checklist. So do not buy on impulse.
Oh, okay, much like any other pet. So are you willing to spend months/years growing your ant colony? So how long does it take to grow an ant colony?
I mean,
You start with one
can
ant, two
go up
ants?
to about 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years, and then it becomes what, too big, and you need to get a
Yes,
bigger space.
You need to upgrade. You need
Okay.
to give them a bigger nesting area.
Okay, got it. Do you have time, patience, and responsibility? But I feel like this is so easy because you said once every 3 days you feed them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really need to look out for what they're doing. Do they ever get bored? Do you give them toys?
Oh no, but we actually give, good food.
Oh look, lots have come out now. Earlier there was only one, so there are more now.
I'm
If you
looking at
can
all
see.
the kids who have visited, JustAnts.
Can you see that there are more in there now? They've come out from that little entrance. So that little hole that you see in that black wall is the entrance and exit.
The entrance.
The entrance to this
You can even feed them now, and
bigger
you can
part.
see all of them coming out.
Come, how do we feed them?
Tiny drop of honey on the feeding dish. Okay, let me help you.
Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. Hey, we're on the Big Show TV, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Some honey over here.
Okay, so you put some honey there. So let's see the ants.
So they have a very strong sense of smell.
In fact, would say no. Because our terms of smelling would be through our noses, right?
Okay.
But for ants, they use antenna to sense around. They don't have noses like
Okay.
us, and they don't have lungs, so
Okay.
they can't breathe like us.
Okay.
So the antenna is the one that's checking everything out.
So
Okay.
right now what they're doing is they're using their antenna to kind of get a
Yes,
sense
that's
of where the honey is.
So the ants that can't see the honey right now, they will be able to sense that there is something
Once-
there.
There you go, it's
Yeah.
going in. Ta-da!
Once they touch the honey, and
Then everybody else knows
yes,
that
they will
it's
signal to
there.
everyone, "Come, we found food."
Oh look, they're coming out the hole.
Yes.
Cute.
Fascinating. That's a good angle, Angel. Are you guys watching this? Are you guys seeing this? Oh wow, that's 3. You see, kids who keep these formicariums, is it? Formicariums can also learn to count. As each ant comes out, mommy and daddy can go, okay, so this is what? Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then they can count. Number 4. Oh, there were 3. Now, how many ants are there?
So one's gone back to tell the rest, I feel. Come, get the honey. Can we feed them worms?
Do they really need to go
Yeah.
back and tell the rest? I thought they can use the antennas and just sense there's food.
Okay, Glenn, you're gonna feed these big ones. These ones feed the worms, or the big ones? Yeah, he's gonna give you a worm.
To eat?
Not for you.
And where should we put the worm?
You can just place it on. Drop it somewhere.
Because it's open. Right?
Just here?
Yeah.
Let's put it right.
Oh.
Most of the time, you actually bring the worm back in,
Oh.
like tapao food.
How heavy can they carry in their weight?
Wow, some ants can carry up to 100 times their body weight.
So that worm is alive or is it dead? It looks like it's dead already, the worm.
I actually pre-killed it.
You pre-killed it.
Yeah.
Where? Just.
Yes,
Oh, just.
yeah, with
Like he just did it.
because we do not want the ants to start spraying acid. So, all ants have a special defense mechanism.
I
Some
see.
can sting, some can bite, some can spray formic acid.
Okay, we'll let you know when.
And what happens when they spray formic acid?
So if it's in an enclosed area, everyone starts spraying, the ants might get injured.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, we'll let you know when they start attacking the worm. Okay.
So, ants must be very agitated, like outdoors. For example, if you're talking about heavily congested places with humans and all that, and they're all just stepping without knowing where they're stepping, they might step on an ant's friend or something like that,
Yeah.
and then it'll just agitate all the other
It'll
ants,
trigger
right?
something.
Yeah.
No, it's like when I walk around, I gotta like make sure that I'm not stepping on ants. But some of them are so tiny, right? You can't see.
Some of them are really small, really tiny.
And you can't really see. Okay. I
Okay.
love this. Okay, we'll wait for the. Are they eating the worm yet? They haven't gone yet.
Okay, so once again, follow John
Just ants.
at JustAnts, and you'll be able to see all the happy customers there.
yeah?
I'm having a look at it right now. You see, there's so many people who are actually, keeping ants.
So another.
You know who is also following JustAnts?
Who?
Our good friend Simon Boy.
Oh, cute. Okay.
He came by before.
Oh,
yeah?
nice. Okay. So the checklist is: are you comfortable with cutting live mealworms and crickets? Are you able to provide a well-balanced diet for your ant colony? Your ant colony will require an upgrade after a few months, and you will have to house them in a bigger formicarium or setup. And how well will you look after them will depend on their progress and all that. How big can these formicariums get? Like, how big is your biggest one?
Probably about 60 cm by 35 cm.
Wow. Okay. That's quite large. That's quite large. Yeah, I think these are great because you think like, oh, ants are so easy. We'll just put them in a box and they can look after themselves. But you really need to get through this checklist.
So we want to inform them, prior to taking the first step,
Yeah. Yeah.
because we do get a lot of returns.
Well, of ants. What?
Yep. So from time to time when we open our store, we will see like packages at our doorstep.
They've dropped off the little
Some of them write
boxes.
a note. Oh, my son is no longer keen. Thank you, John, so much for your time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But that's
okay.
nice because they
At
could
least they
very
return them.
easily get rid of the ants, But they're
Yeah.
returning it to John. and
Yeah.
John can look after these ants again.
Is it difficult to integrate those ants that come back into the colonies?
It's quite easy. Ants
It's
are
quite
very, adaptable.
Forgiving.
Yeah. Forgiving you.
They're like, come on back.
But you rather they do that than get rid of the ants, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because some of them may not live in the kind of ecosystem. Is it okay for people to just let ants go
You
into?
have to, let them go at the right environment. Not like just throwing them at the garbage chute. Or something.
They will die.
They might get, killed by pest control.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Okay,
the
we
auntie
don't.
next door will be like spraying.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's go back on air one last time.
Kiss 92 traffic.
All right, taking a look at what's happening on the roads. On the PIE towards us at Bukit Batok East Avenue 3, a vehicle's broken down. Other than that, it looks like it's all clear. Stay safe.
I hope you're enjoying today's edition of The Big Show and The Big Show TV because it's so clear we are actually witnessing some of these ants in the formicarium actually feeding on honey and feeding on a mealworm. We've been educated so very nicely by you today, John, with regard to ants. I have to say, I will never look at ants the same way after
Pleasure is
today.
mine.
And once again, for people who are just tuning in right now who would like to visit John's shop called JustAnts, it's located in Yishun, block what?
928 Yishun Central 1.
Block 928 Yishun Central 1.
Yeah, I think it's such an education. If you're thinking about getting a pet for your kids, you want them to learn lots of sort of moral values that ants have in terms of teamwork, and they are so hardworking and they're so faithful to their friends. This is a great place to start. So once again, it is JustAnts. You can follow them on Instagram at JustAnts with 3 S's on the end.
I didn't know watching ants, in action can be
So much
so
fun, right? It's quite therapeutic just looking at them, watching how they work and all that. I mean, just a few seconds of looking at them is quite interesting.
And you have different formicariums available. You've got the
Yeah,
small ones,
a
you got the
lot.
big ones, more complex ones as well. That'll be even better.
Very cool,
And
yeah.
I can't believe that I have never seen a queen ant before until today. And
In the test tube, right?
Yeah, and looking at the queen ant, I know now that I have come across queen ants before. Just didn't think it was an ant.
Like it was
I
a
thought
fly or something.
Yeah. So queen ants fly
After a rain.
After the rain.
You see?
Mostly after a rain.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So those sandflies are not sandflies. Those sandflies are queen ants.
Queen ants. Oh my goodness. Okay.
There are many queen ants out
Different
there.
species, so some of them might look like flies. Some might look like a big mosquito.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
They're all ants.
And just in case you missed it, Singapore has what? 409
409.
different species of ants
Right.
in our country. That's
Thank
quite a
you
lot.
very much, John, for
Thank you
joining
all
us
so
today.
much. Thank you, Kiss 92.
It's been so interesting. Really, really interesting. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
All right, coming up very, very soon, we've got Natalie Dau. She's up next. Rockstar Arms to talk about all things fitness. Keep it right here.
This is brand new. Here's a tune that's fresh this week on
Where is she?
Natalie Dau is up next. Hi, Nat.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
We were just watching ants. Did you see?
I saw them, yes.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
Very, very interesting. Do you want an
my
ant
God.
farm?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm sure Liliana would love one.
But
She's got a dog, that's all right.
they're really interesting to watch. I have
Very,
to say.
very interesting. Yeah.
You know, much more interesting than
People. It's true.
No, remember what was it? The other hobby we covered the last time. Shrimp.
Bees?
Was it shrimp?
Shrimp?
Like tiny shrimp?
I don't think we ever spoke. No, I
Lava
wasn't.
shrimp, lava something. No?
Were you dreaming or?
No, I think you guys are.
No, I don't think
You
so.
guys have forgotten about that.
No, there were no lava shrimp on the show.
No?
No. Okay, Nat. How are you, Nat?
I'm good, thank you. I'm
How's
good.
prep for Project 1000 2.0 going? What's it called?
Yeah.
Project 1000 2025 or?
Yes,
Okay.
2025. Yeah, crazy. It's starting to really ramp up, and I have to say that the support from people in the Philippines is already off the charts. So it's going to be somewhat crazy. I just have to get training a little bit harder.
They're amazing. They're such a passionate,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bunch of people. You know,
And
the
helpful,
Filipinos.
yeah. And
Love them.
So, okay, are you able to, or have you already decided on the route that you're going to be doing? Can you share that?
Yes, so I'm about 90% there. So we're starting in Santa Ana up on the top right-hand corner. I'm actually going to be finishing in Manila now.
Okay.
So just for crowd purposes and things. So I think the finish will be pretty epic from what everyone is saying. And, you know, along with traffic and everything. But yeah, almost there. So almost ready to share the final route. For people to join along the way or come and be part of it at all.
Amazing.
Manila.
Manila. I love Manila.
You've been?
Yeah, I've been to Manila. a
I've
couple
been
times,
once. I
yeah.
was only in Manila for like 2 days. Wasn't enough. Okay, stand by. We're going on here.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On Clementi Road near the junction of Kent Ridge Crescent, look out for an accident that's taking up space there. Also on the BKE towards the PIE, a vehicle's broken down after Mandai Road's exit. Wherever you are this morning, stay safe.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our second guest for today is Natalie Dau, Rockstars. Good morning, Nat.
Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday,
to
Nat.
you. You look like you just worked out. Did you just have a short workout?
No, I didn't. A little bit of stretching this morning, but nothing. Now I've changed my rest day to Wednesday, so nice midweek rest day.
It's all because of us. I can tell. So Nat, I've been seeing a lot on social media. I've been seeing a lot of collaborations between like fitness and wellness brands. Is that a thing that's on the rise now?
It certainly is. And I think with all this rain, one that's really standing out at the moment, and you may have already seen it on social media, is Jane Fonda is making a comeback with her retro fitness 2025 style, teaming up with Ludacris and MetaQuest's Supernatural platform. So imagine her 80s inspired workout series, all from the comfort of your living room, with using virtual reality. And then, she's even doing a boxing class with Ludacris. So there's, 90s and early 2000 hip hop's music to the theme of that. So it sounds like something that's pretty fun.
That's ludicrous. I mean, she is
ludicrous. Yes.
She's in her late 80s now?
I'm checking now.
I think she's got to be at least 87.
Jane Fonda is 87. She turns 88 this year, but she's still fit as nuts.
Oh, she's crazy, and she did that funny thing with Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel, yes, that's right. Fallon.
One of the Jimmys. She is in top form. So if her aerobics are working for her, I say everyone give that a go if you're looking like that at 87.
Wow, I've got to check out the video. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, the one with Jimmy Fallon was basically his head on John Travolta's head during that big scene that they had where they were in the aerobics class. You remember that movie with Jane Fonda and John Travolta where they were all in tights?
No, I can't remember.
You don't remember the movie? The movie is called Perfect.
No, I didn't see that movie.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it.
It was ages ago.
But Jane Fonda, she was so well known in the 80s for her aerobics workouts, right? It was Jane Fonda. She was all about fitness. Jane Fonda's been about fitness ever since she was in her 20s.
The movie's from 1985, available to rent on Apple if you want to watch it. Yeah. Really, really sort of epic classic scene that a lot of people remember. And I saw that on Instagram with Jimmy Fallon pretending to be John Travolta, and I thought it was hilarious.
They're very, very funny. And, I think some other interesting things we're seeing is if you're traveling over Chinese New Year, unfortunately it's not in Asia yet, but look out for it coming, is airports are getting healthier. We're seeing the likes of your normal vending machines changing somewhat. AG1s have just rolled out vending machines across the US now. So you can get your healthy dose of travel packs and your bottles from a vending machine. And other places like Therabody have also got their own vending machines. So if you want some recovery devices or massage guns, they are available in airports now. And airport lounges such as United are actually putting in amenity kits for their customers, their recovery jet boots and Theraguns to use while you're waiting for your flight. So really a health and wellness spent on travel at the moment.
Amazing. I love the sound of that.
Okay,
Healthier airports.
We got to talk about fashion next on The Big Show TV.
From the 2000s.
Amazing. But wait, just before you talk about fashion, I just want to mention, since you were talking about wellness and airports and all that, they also just announced that Emirates became the first autism certified airline in the world. So that's really good for
What does that
travel.
mean?
So the staff and everyone of Emirates will be trained to handle autism, people who are on the spectrum, who are travelers who may be traveling alone as well.
Okay.
So they're qualified to do that.
Right.
Which I think is an amazing thing for the travel space.
Yeah. Exactly right, because there's, I think people get so worked up in those situations. So that's fantastic that they're doing that.
Yeah. Okay, fashion then.
Fashion. Well, we've seen the likes of Gucci and Adi collabs in the past and North Face, but this one we are heading down to our feet, and Louis V and On Shoes have collaborated with a pair of sneakers of the Cloud Tilts. Really, really nice, but obviously they come with a hefty budget as well. So they're starting at about $850 for a pair.
What?
I saw them. They look quite nice though.
They do look nice, but they're $850 nice.
Yeah. They're very subtle logo on it, which is nice. Yeah.
Yes,
on?
so function and form. I think both of them. You're getting your fashion, and you are getting a good pair of sneakers there. The other ones locally, Asics did a collab with Marmy Monster Noodles in a pair of their classic shoes, and I love that they even had the word "la" on the back of the shoes, and the laces were actually like noodles. So another fun one that didn't set you back so much, but pretty hard to get your hands on a pair of those ones.
That would have happened in Malaysia, right?
It did happen in Malaysia. It did at the big sneaker convention. That's where they were launched there. So
Cute.
A couple of fun ones that we're seeing, and definitely more to come over the next 12 months with some different fashion collabs coming.
Right. But what about local, as in Singaporean brands? Anything up and coming as well?
Yeah, so not from a fashion point of view, but we're seeing the Four Seasons Hotel actually come up with a new offering. So they're partnering with Chi Longevity now, so for guests and for residents of Singapore. So basically, you can go in, you can do your health screenings in the hotel, do things like biological age checks, check your organs, your body systems, and then they've got a team of doctors, nurses, dietitians, psychologists and health coaches on hand for you. So they actually have this clinic set up in the Four Seasons now on Orchard Boulevard.
Nice. I like the sound of it. I have to say that the Four Seasons, all the hotels that I've gone to, including the one in Singapore, have the best massages. They have the best spas out of all the resorts that I've been to. Every time you go to Four Seasons, you're guaranteed they've got good staff there. Because it's all about the masseurs, right?
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, so you can use as many nice oils as you want, but if the masseuse doesn't know what's going on, then it's not going to be a good massage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can trust Angel.
Yeah.
She knows these things.
The spas, as long as it comes to the spas. The TCM stuff, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, that's you, right? Like the hardcore massage type places.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the Zen and the wellness and Tibetan bowls, you ask me.
I call it like the shook massages.
What, the Zen ones?
Yeah. The type you get at good hotels and all.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's very relaxing. There's aromatherapy
There's
at
music.
the same time. Forehand massage.
Everyone's
that kind
quiet.
of thing. Yeah, but TCM, it's like, like for an hour and a half.
It's like noisy,
You're
right?
in pain. It's a deep tissue massage.
I don't even know. I think they hit your bones.
But Nat, I mean, you're used to sports massages, and they're not pleasurable. They're painful.
100% not pleasurable. I will say that, gripping the side of the bed as they happen.
Okay, hold on,
One
Nat.
sec.
We're going for another traffic update. Oh no, we're not going for a traffic update, but this will be our last talk set.
Cool.
Ella Henderson featuring Rudimental Alibi right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. What a morning this has been. We had John Ye, who owns an ant shop in Yishun, and now we're speaking to our favorite Natalie Dau, Rockstar Arms, about all things fitness and wellness and the trends. And we were last talking about collaborations here in Singapore.
We were.
Fitness brands, collaborating.
Yeah, but I think the most interesting thing that you spoke about was Jane Fonda actually making a comeback at the age of 87, about to turn 88, because that kind of shows us that it's not anything to do with age. You just have to keep fit your whole life, right? I mean, that's what we're trying to say.
Yep, keep moving and have fun doing it. I think she is the epitome of that, because she brings joy, she brings music, you're moving, you're having fun, you're not having to compete, you're just moving and enjoying the moment and doing it in the comfort of your own home. So, I would say to everyone, check out Supernatural, and if you do have a pair of VR goggles, get involved and see what it's all about.
Yeah, Jane Fonda makes old people look cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. It's true.
Absolutely.
It's true. You look at Jane Fonda and you go like, Yeah, I want to be like you. I want to grow old gracefully and be as fit as I possibly can. You know.
And you know how that's possible? Start today.
Exactly.
That's the only way.
Then you got some other old people who give old people a bad name.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Everything they can't do in their 60s because they're too old already. Look at Jane Fonda. 87 years young.
Definitely someone we should be inspired to look and feel like at that age.
Let's go.
Yeah, at
All right.
any age, I think most people probably aren't as fit as her as she is at 87. So I
This
think
is
that's
true.
a goal.
Yeah.
Amazing. Can we pull out that video or something like that, and maybe we can watch it later?
Absolutely.
Maybe not on the Big Show TV.
Okay.
However, Angel and myself do have a new video out, and we have a trailer, and we're gonna be showing the trailer right. Aren't we on the Big Show TV? No, now
we're on air.
We're on air. Okay. We'll be showing the Big Show trailer
On the Big Show TV.
on the Big Show TV. All right, Nat, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Have a great Wednesday. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
I'm so confused. I think I may have gotten bitten by an ant.
I
just
think
now.
so.
Anyway, here's A Craze featuring Cherish. Do It to It on Kiss 92.
Okay, so this is a trailer of a video that we have right now on Instagram as well as YouTube on Kiss 92 FM. This is a 30-second snippet of what you can expect.
How much do you get paid? Have you ever said any naughty words?
One last question each before I get a headache.
Like children?
When I leave the studio, I want my beer waiting for me outside. I miss all your parents. Can we get all of y'all out and bring your parents in? Actually, I love children. It's just that I wasn't prepared for that.
It really doesn't make you look good in that video
I
when it comes
love
to kids.
children. I do love children. It's just that I wasn't prepared because
You thought they were going to be adults.
we were supposed to have spoken to a group of
of well-behaved
adults.
But you know what? The adults may not have been as well-behaved as the children. They were fine.
No,
Watch the video.
Oh my God, those children.
6 kids. Yeah.
Were quite a
In
quite a
the same
handful.
room as Glenn.
Quite a handful. How long is this video? By the way, it's going to be like maybe a minute or 2 minutes.
On YouTube, let me just have a look. The video itself is 6 minutes long. 6.5 minutes long.
It's 6.5 minutes
Yeah,
long.
six
You know
and a
how
half.
long we spent? With the kids in that room. We were in that room for over an hour.
Yes.
6 minutes.
6.5 minutes out of that.
Okay. You go check it out and tell us whether you like that video. Okay.
On YouTube and Facebook. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow.